So after scurrying around in 2 time periods that neither of the Bloodrayne games actually took place in, we're finally getting to one where they did, and we'll have Rayne fighting Nazis. Let's see how Bully Bull screwed that concept up. So even though Bloodrayne, the Third Reich, takes place years after Deliverance, that stupid Wild West story actually factors very heavily into the overall Bloodrayne plot. Yeah, it's as connected as the first 2 were. Though it does start with a flashback of the flashback from the first Bloodrayne, just so Rayne can draw a parallel between her father and Hitler. Yes, really. And then we get a little mini documentary on World War II over stock footage. Bloodrayne, the spot to go for a history lesson, right, Pat Garrett? Yeah. But you know what? I have a feeling I'm getting this story with a biased narrator.
Even here they believe they are safe to carry out their plans. Fucking Nazis.
I hate listening to things with biased narrators. Oh, what a cool font. Bad movie. Then we learn that if you give Michael Pare a shave, he can play someone else yet again, and that if you put a beanie on Mr. Brimstone, he can get a second chance to be an actual character. All around me are familiar faces. This must be like Rayne to the future. She just happens to keep running into people who have that exact double-born years later gene in their family. This is one of the cleanest, bloodiest battles I've ever seen. All the blood bursts just seem to pop in at not quite the right spot and never leave an actual mark on the person hit.
And who, shall I say, has the honor of besting me today?
The last thing this is about is honor. My apologies, but the locals are finishing up outside, so let's just make this short and bloody.
It seems Uwe Boll has set Natasha straight, because, there's that slight bit of believability to her performance in Bloodrayne 2, but now it's no shits acting all the way. True to form, Bloody Bloods gets shot from behind, as fighting for very long without being incompetent is not her thing, so she needs to regain her strength by sucking on her parade pop. But here's the thing. Biting someone in Bloodrayne is all it takes to turn them into a vampire unless they rip their throat out.
Vampire bites a man, he'll turn into a vampire himself. Unless they rip his throat out.
Rayne knows this, so what's she do? She makes sure to leave this dipshit Nazi in a state where he'll definitely turn into a vampire, creating her own main villain for the film. You've been pretty incompetent in this series so far, Rayne, but this is absolutely the stupidest thing you've done yet. And we're only 8 minutes into this film. Fuck! Well, you might have thought that Bloodrayne was already teamed up with the Resistance here. Apparently, she is just meeting Mr. Brimstone II for the first time, which goes like this. Hey, you have blood around your mouth. You're the Dampier, huh? Okay, we're teamed up now.
Part vampire, part human. A Dampier. My natural and magical abilities allow me to withstand the elements that eradicate vampire kind.
Yup, those natural abilities you've always had. You even used a scene from that film at the start of this one, Bull. Could you not even watch it again to try and remotely make your sequels seem like sequels? Hell, Rayne doesn't even seem like the same character from Bloodrayne 2 despite not even changing actresses this time.
I've walked the shadows of our world, mercilessly destroying the destroyers. As has been my calling, as has been my destiny. Will I never be free?
Sometimes I think to myself, maybe if I didn't turn people into vampires everywhere I went, it might help with that. But then I think, whatever, I'm thirsty and too lazy to rip their throat out. Sometimes I wonder, will I ever be free of these movies I don't like? And then I remember I don't actually have to review these things. And then I get more films and review them anyway. Will I ever be free? Now that Rayne and Mr. Second's Resistance are teamed up, they can discuss how the Nazis are kinda an issue, which makes Rayne get pissy and she leaves. Yeah, I feel like we're really accomplishing things here.
Silly man. Just a moment.
Bull, we know the Nazis are evil. If you want to show them doing evil things, maybe do it with stuff that are somewhat even remotely relevant to the plot, not completely random old lady shootings that you didn't even know were in the scene. Next up is Clint Howard, gracing another Boll masterpiece with his presence. He's playing Dr. Mangler, you know, like Mangala. That's not funny. Clint Howard, on the other hand, is, and really, he's the most entertaining part of this film, and with Bloodrayne 3, yeah, you better take what you can get. So, can anyone tell me what the hell accent he's doing here?
These creatures no longer has any bond to the moral laws of man, which is why you never trust a vampire.
Oh, and that's what a regular vampire looks like now, consistency! Speaking of, I really don't think red highlights were a thing in the 40s. Must have been one of those dampier-only styles.
I need to know how that man, a man I've worked with for 3 years, how that man could have been impaled straight through and still be alive.
He's now a vampire.
I know he's a vampire.
If you're gonna have vampires be commonplace, you can't have your characters surprised that vampires work like vampires. Why isn't he dead? He's a vampire. I know! Well, that's why he isn't dead. Oh! But why isn't he dead? 'Cause vampires don't die that way. Oh! But why isn't he dead?
Fuck my donkey.
Okay.
I'm going in.
Caution.
You expect that to work?
I have no idea what will work.
You just said earlier!
They are very difficult to kill, only by stake, fire, sunlight, or holy water.
I don't know what I'm doing expecting consistency from film to film. Uwe Boll can't even have consistency from scene to scene. Or through a single scene, even. And this isn't even the end of Dr. Howard's inconsistencies.
He's been infected, and the sooner you say goodbye to your old friend and dispose of it, the safer you and your men will be.
And by that, I mean play chess with him.
We have to make a decision.
We will take action if and when I authorize it. If and when I authorize it.
Isn't that kind of what you were doing earlier? And seriously, which one of you outranks the other? What's his fuck ordered Howard here in the first place, and now Howard is calling the shots? So for something that makes more sense, let's see what Raine's doing. She's in a bordello, getting massages, and then having lesbian sex. Why do I even bother with these stupid things? There's no point. Yeah, no urgency to your current situation at all, is there, Rain? But yes, truly Rain at a bordello needed to happen because, well, someone from the bordello rats her out to the Nazis. Couldn't have just been a traitor within the resistance or something. Nope, could only do it through this extreme waste of time. And this betrayal, or whatever the hell you want to call it, is so weak. This woman ratting Rain out, never even talked to her, and then she just gets bit by Parade Pop afterwards. Plus, the Nazis don't even manage to catch Rain by surprise, and amazingly, Rain manages not to get captured. See? I don't even know who this character is anymore.
We meet again, my dear girl. Or would it be more accurate to say, dear mother?
Did anyone need that flashback? How insulting to the audience was that? Hi, I'm Phelous. I'm reviewing Bloodrayne, the Third Reich. That never happened. On second thought, it's probably just for Rain to reflect on how amazingly stupid she is. And, sunlight doesn't affect Parade Pop either. He's a Dampier? I don't think it usually works that way, but if Dampiers can turn someone into one of their own kind with a bite, why are they so rare? Oh yeah, because the rest of them aren't as stupid and careless as Rain, right.
I've got it! A simple test. You've inherited his immunity, however slight. If you were a regular vampire, the holy water would have crushed your hand like paper mache.
So they become less Dampier as they get bitten down the line? That's stupid. So that means Parade Pop is half Dampier, half vampire or some shit. I could at least somewhat get a Dhampir turning someone into one of their own, but even then I think it makes more sense that all they would pass on with a bite is their vampire side, as well that's where that part of them comes from. The Dhampir is what it is because it's a half-breed, half vampire, half human. What, are they passing on their human genes to a human with a bite? I didn't know we could do that. How? Why would I want a human wee anyway? And on third thought, that might have been really awkward if it worked. After Howard talks at quarter pier for a while, he decides to leave, and then there's no joke, a quick shot of Parade Pop wondering where Howard is, and then it cuts back to Howard going back down to talk to the stupid thing again for more dialogue that does not mean a fucking thing. And after a struggle sequence where she knocks Howard's glasses off twice, he stakes her, and his glasses are still on his head.
I need grenades.
Cause those would kill him, right? Don't keep around garlic holy water bullets anymore, Rain? Oh, of course not, cause you've only gotten dumber with time.
We're not getting dynamite!
I'm going home.
To draw a picture to show how mad I am at you.
I created him!
He's not just a vampire, Rain! He's a vampire with an entire German army behind him!
Jeez, when you put it that way, it's almost like Rain's the biggest fuck up in the world.
We need to work together!
Working with a team usually means the team dies.
Well, she's got that one right at least, and you should know, Mr. Brimstone, already happened to you once.
I have spent my whole life hunting down the undead, and I promise you,
I'm no good at it. So just when it looks like they're finally gonna go do something, instead we get some random Nazi capture in a bar scene, after which Rain decides she's gonna go home and no doubt back to the Bordillo tomorrow, but she gets attacked by 2 vampires she easily defeats. Yeah, what'd they have to do with the plot? Abso-fucking-lutely nothing! What, you thought we were here to accomplish things? No, silly, we're here to waste time! Of course, these films always challenge me when I dare say they're wasting time, so right after that, Rain has a dream sequence. But this does involve a couple seconds of Vampire Hitler. And that's not really gonna happen, so I hope you liked that.
don't you know not to sneak around a Danvers Lear?
No, I bet he didn't, cause that's not a thing, and your kind is supposedly rare. Also, I didn't know that walking in plain sight constituted sneaking. No wonder you attacked him, right? Couldn't tell who that was. Meanwhile, Parade Pop sires what's-his-fuck so we can have a huge battle between him and Rain. Wait, did I say a huge battle between him and Rain? I meant to say he'd get beaten by that guy who's been in the background of a few scenes. Then things really get crazy when that woman from the bar scene gets caught. We care, cause she's cool or something, I guess.
These great artists, they trick the gods into granting them immortality.
And Parade Pop seems to forget his accent sometimes, as there are scenes where he's clearly trying to do a German accent, but then we get scenes like this one where there's not even a remote attempt at it. What? Oh. No, not her. Yell. All these resistance people are dead, and guess what? It's all because you made Parade Pop a vampire, you fucking moron!
We have one shot at this, you know.
And let's make it unforgettable.
Holy shit, is it actually time to do something?
How many have I cut down? How many of the unholy have I slaughtered?
For the love of fuck! Do something! After Rain's pointless and convictionless inner monologue about vampires existing and shit, they finally get into action, and oh boy, is this gonna be lackluster. Surprise. They find super important friend woman, and she's a quarter Dhampir vampire, whatever the shit they are when Parade Pop bites them, and there's no attempt at her tricking them, and she's still tied up, so they just easily stake her. Wow, this is good stuff here. I feel like the emotion of the scene is what really carries it.
Kill her.
Shoot the window!
Oh, sunlight kills these ones? Where'd they come from then? Prey Pop sired ones still seem to have the sunlight immunity based on vampire hooker in the basement. I can't believe this. An inconsistency. It's the first one. But guess what Rain does right after?
You are an amazing specimen.
Now that's the Rain I know.
I will infuse our Führer with your blood. Then we will see what we get.
A Führer suffering from a hemolytic reaction, one would assume. And then you die.
Such power.
Oh man, armpit blood is really powerful, especially against unliving things. Better take it with you. Seriously though, were to take it a Damphir's blood is really powerful for a vampire to consume? Why? 'Cause it's half human, you know, the stuff they usually drink already? Or because it's just like the blood already in them? Oh guys, you know what would make this scene really funny? Soft piano music. Did you like that? No? Well, that's good because that was some of the hilarity from Uwe Boll and Bloodrayne. With the situation now extremely desperate, Brimstone 2 and Bloodrayne leap into action. What, you thought it'd be action that actually helped them in their current situation? Pfft, are you watching the same movie I am? Good one! Luckily, our heroes get saved by the background people again because they are the far more competent ones in this, and we get to see some people falling over in the snow. That's rough.
No, it's for the Führer!
Heil Hitler.
Oh, no!
So you guys think you've seen Lackluster, huh? Do you? Well, believe me, you ain't seen nothing yet! And you won't have after this either. First up, the grand finale for Dr. Howarder. And that's the way the Clint Howard ends, with a whimper and a bang, huh? Sorry. And obviously drinking Rain's blood from a vial is even better than her armpit and less stinky, so obviously that does something really stupid to Prey Pop's voice and makes him ultra powerful, just like Rain isn't.
I am the prodigal son of the Third Reich!
Now I'm going to show you their final fight here in its entirety because it's that good.
I am power incarnate! Oh, no!
Huh? Impressed? I sure hope not, because that's fucking stupid.
Go open it!
Guten Tag, motherfuckers.
Yeah, motherfuckers, it's the 40s. It's how we talk, motherfuckers. Uwe Boll really taught us an important lesson with Bloodrayne the Third Reich, and that is that you can make a vampire Nazi film extremely boring. Everything done in this film either just feels like it's filler or it's done with such lack of enthusiasm it's just a chore to watch. Rain creating her own nemesis in the film could have actually been really good if it had been given any sort of weight and she really had to deal with her mistake, but it's given lip service once and then thrown away. And I love now that Damphir's being daywalkers is a plot point when the exact opposite was true in the first Bloodrayne. And Rain's blood being this super juice makes absolutely no sense, but hey, at least it makes your voice funny. I am power incarnate. I've grown beyond this script. I don't need it anymore. Oh, 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 oh. Ooh, a paper cut. Oh, oh, ow, ow. Oh, I'm gonna put something on that. Oh.
I don't like this movie, doesn't look too friendly. This monster seems so fake. My nerves are gonna break. Failures don't let me down. You need to be around. Grab the running one up and blood, I sing a new one. This movie, the shit. Phelous, so Phelous, Grindelwald's a comedy. Phelous, so Phelous, and some horror movie. Phelous, so Phelous, I don't care about how you sound. Phelous, so Phelous, what's your opinion about?
Da-da-da-da! Curian.
I just realized Bloodrayne 3 would probably be funnier if I ate more, so excuse me.